On the topic of collaboration, our next speaker, Rakesh Sinha, founder and CEO of Quintess Global, is going to talk about how CFOs can leverage collaborations to adopt a design thinking approach, moving beyond traditional make versus buy approach to identify alternatives, and that are not only used for problem solving, but also to respond to a customer-focused requirements. So over to you, Rakesh.
Very nice, thank you. Literally, collaboration is nothing which is new to all of us, right? We all quite use this term so frequently in anything and everything we do. We say, oh, let's collaborate, right? But I would like to take it slightly different in terms of a corporate context and share some of the experiential perspectives which we have seen working with many of the CFOs of a different kind of an organization, be it a promoter-led organization, be it a professional-run organization, and so on and so forth, mid-size organization, large corporates, how they are embracing, adopting the same thought of collaboration to really outperform and look at that co-creating the value. Not to repeat, I think we all have talked about multiple kinds of things which is making this inflection point for looking at what next. We have talked about a lot of things about Silicon Valley Bank, we talked about Signature Bank and so on and so forth. And interesting point, I think a lot of people ask the question about regulators and crisis, etc. Interestingly, there is an observation and the question is being raised on the chief risk officer now. The 3 C's or 3 levers which CFOs can refer or leverage. The first one is what we are calling is a culture, building the culture of that collaboration. And what it means, I'll unfold very quickly. So building the culture of collaboration. The second C is construct solutions by design thinking. And many of us will be aware of design thinking, but I'll talk about how we have experienced with many of the organizations when we collaborate with them. And the last one, the third C I'm talking about is the commitment to partnership. It's a commitment to partnership, actions and execution. These all 3 C's will result into, of course, an impact on the strategic triangle, which I talked about from this Japanese strategic guru, Kenichi Ohami, which talks about company, customer, and competition, and unlock the value potential and also co-create the value. So the 3 C's I would like to talk about very briefly. I'm trying to make a statement here by saying collaboration is a business. If you don't collaborate, you will not exist. So collaboration is business. How we have experienced as an organization some of these. So as you would have seen a small video, we are talking about, we actually came out of innovation. We came out of this customer demand. So we were not an overnight idea to create an organization to deliver something. We were having this dialogue with many organizations globally and India, CFOs, CIOs, CEOs, and we came out with an innovation to create a new product called Dedicated Captive. They always had 2 choices of doing something on their own, driving that transformation on their own, or giving it to typically an outsource organization. Outsource organization by design becomes more of a vendor partner and so on and so forth. So we created something where you get the best of the 2 and also eliminate the challenges of the 2. So you get that transformation within in a way. How are we looking at this? We are looking at this target segment very clearly where we are saying you need to focus on your core. We will focus on your subcore. And does not mean that we'll become a partner which will only do subcore, but we'll look at subcore to redefine or reimagine your core, which means that how can you as an organization be looking at in terms of growth, in terms of robustness, in terms of scalability, in terms of optimization and so on and so forth, in terms of innovation. Leave that innovation with us. That's what we do as a part of transformation. Few things which we do as a part of this entire 3 C's I have been talking about as a part of collaborator. We look at commitment of optimization, putting a 5 years view and saying year 1 to year 5, how every year you will see an optimization, a decline path, not just an increase in the cost, which is something we believe is given. But beauty here of our model is the investment avoidance we talk about, because a lot of challenges people face in terms of return, payback and so on and so forth. We actually walk into the companies and say, you will get the payback the day 1 because I take care of the investments. You don't need to worry about it. So the moment you start, the investment is our responsibility. We'll convert the CapEx. That's a commercial innovation we have done. It's called CapEx to OpEx, and we do that. The last one, which is very important for us, is literally looking at value delivery, the value potential to value delivery. Value delivery is not here just about the cost optimization, but really looking at doing a P&L impact or a balance sheet impact for our customer, because finally that is the value. It's like I was talking about invoice raising versus cash. The cash is the value. The invoice raising is something which is sub work. That is where we focus on both, taking care of this and working on that. And last one is about the ecosystem. We strongly focus on tech startups, Indian software companies, promoting them not just for India market, but even a global market, providing them as an aggregator model of saying, okay, we'll take care of the transformation in a box with the right technology and the stakeholder and change management. That's briefly about the collaboration. To summarize the 3 C's. The 3 C's of what Kenichi Omayo talked about as a strategic triangle: customer, company, and competition. And the 3 C's from a CFO lever's point of view is building the culture of collaboration, construct solutions through design thinking, and the third was commitment to partnerships, actions, and execution. It was lovely interacting with you all. Thank you.